Hello, welcome back. Last time I didn't read the exact wording of a note closely enough and had some trouble as a result. But I got it done eventually, and wow, I have quite a mess to clean up here. Okay, so let's clean up that mess. And need to sleep and eat and stuff because people are in a state. Oh boy, okay, so that's a potion of vitality. Those usually go to you. Troll blood, you hold that here. Troll blood, okay. Oh, I left myself such a mess. That's not Fey Nectar, that's not Fey Nectar, that is. Okay. Agility potion, right, that's a temporary... Okay, right, nut roll, I was trying all sorts of stuff here. Wait, was this? This is the file I want, this must be, this is what I saved. Well, wherever I am, this is where I'm going from, apparently. Here, have that. You love it. Pale nut goes here. Herder cap. Salt weed. Blood drop cap. And I think that's all cleaned up. Okay, great. So, question is now what? So, I came here. I did what it seemed like there was to do. 7 tombs. This is one of 7. Ah, okay. This is the tomb of Radus the royal chef, right? And kitchen servants. Okay, I see. So, servants and Radus is one of these. Got it. Right. So, has any action that I've done here resulted in that thing up there closing, the trapdoor I want to walk across? I have some ideas for things to try if it has not. The one I want to walk across is this, and it has not. So I'm here. This doesn't get me anywhere that I haven't already seen and dealt with as fully as I currently know how. That kind of thing is not pickaxeable yet, that's just part of this wall. If I climbed down there, that would lead me to a new place. Oh right, and that's how I got into this in the first place. Okay, of course, that's how I proceed. Alright, let's rest. I can rest here. I should do something about my stomach first, since I have that nice cheese on me. And here, you're just gonna sleep hungry and eat that pie when you wake up. How's that sound? Sure, you'll miss out on the well-rested, but too bad. You're just gonna have to miss out on it. Okay, you have this. You get this. And you can eat that cheesecake when you get a bit hungrier. Okay, safe. I don't know why I didn't think of just, like, climbing down the trapdoor. There's a lot of stuff I don't think of sometimes. That was one of them. Alright, so, right, 7 tombs. I know about this. Number 2, I guess. Okay, nothing much to see here. 2 different grates with viewing spots on them. Emperor's Guards. Alright. I can back off. I got this type of... How do I lightning? How do I lightning? I don't know how to lightning. That's poison bolt. Alright, I spent so long trying to figure out how to lightning that my opportunity went away. Alright, I'll just freeze you then. I'm better at that anyway. I can do this. That's one way to lightning. Right, you dodged me. Are you sure you want to stand there? Yeah, that's what I thought. Ooh, 486. Nice hit. Oops. Alright, this encounter's not too bad. Perfectly doable. How do I lightning bolt? Do you not know it? Oh, you need Air Magic 4, don't you? Yeah, you need air magic 4. Got it. Okay. Well, that explains it. Oh, you're the other type. This one knows how to turn and attack. And it's a little quicker and more nimble. Ah, your back was there, but I wasn't quick enough. Alright, Arch. No, you're not an archer. You're that type. Yeah, you know what's gonna happen when you step there. That. Okay, Emperor's Guards are down. This is a combination I haven't seen before. Alright, so we got a face there. Pressure plates and stuff. Am I comfortable committing to this? Probably. Oh, hello. I used one of those recently. In a very convenient place. Like, I found that cheesecake recipe literally just in time, because I couldn't have done that puzzle without that random find in Cheeseburg. So I sure am glad things happened the way they did. Though one part of that could have been a little better. Alright, you might lead to the way out. Did I pick up that scroll in the kitchen? I don't think I did. It was not that. If I had, where would I have put it? Somewhere I could see, and no, I don't have that scroll. I need to go get it. Okay, so, trapdoor closed. Way back up opened. There's more to see down here. Oh geez, it's one of those, but it's caged. I'm gonna save before I go any further. It's hard to tell which is less risky. Yeah, I need to learn to deal with you. Necropolis is the next thing up on my list after this place. That's where I was going to go if I had no way to make progress here today. And that has those things, and I need to know how they work. Last time I encountered them was actually at the arena. I assumed this was the way back. Ah, that's okay. So they all share a stairway, maybe. That would make sense. Oh, right, notes. And I want to check the rest of that to-do list. Whoa. Oh, right, that's the secret I opened, of course. Where's that scroll? Here. Pale Nut increases evasion. Right, so I'll put that with my enchanting notes. And I guess it has to do with alchemy, too. There was another thing I was going to do. What was that thing? I should probably cast this. There was another thing. I had another thing. Have a cheesecake. Have a cheesecake with the appropriate attire for eating such things. How are my levels? You're getting real close. You're getting real close. You have a way to go yet, or rather you're already there. You're getting real close. Okay, so level 18. On its way. We're gonna get there. I was doing something out here. Oh yeah, I even had them marked as unexplored. I just forgot by the time I was done doing an hour of attempting to not cook and use store-bought food instead. This is what I was doing. I was checking... Reinforce the wall in the barracks, and make sure the lightning doesn't damage it. Do I know what's a barracks? I don't know the lightning bolt spell. I may need to learn that. I think your next point is going to be air magic, right? There's nothing else in particular you need right now. Is that correct? My notes say... Zarbo has the least skill point pressure, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, air magic 4 for lightning bolt. That's exactly what I want. Okay, sounds good. So soonish, but not immediately. Sounds like it might be important here. Oh boy, it's this type of thing. That's fine, I can handle this type of thing. Oops. Sandstorm ended, that's nice. I'm not going to be fooled into thinking I could step left right there. Okay, great. There's more. But not immediately here. Okay, so that's my next place to go. Let's do it. Shovel is not the tool for that. Rope is. One of these is going to have something on it, and I'm going to be so used to the pattern that I won't spot that energy potion. I proved myself wrong immediately. Except I didn't, because I didn't check the last one very thoroughly, and also this is here. Hi. Okay, I need to go back and check that one. I will on my way out. Yeah, I can see this interconnectedness. Okay, so 3 out of 7. Fizinus, the royal alchemist, and his apprentices. He is buried in the sepulchre. And also I think was in, like, Lost City or the Guardians or something. I don't have his tomb marked, but somewhere up... Oh, jeez, this map is huge. Where even am I? Here's Moorlands. Yeah, he's somewhere in here. Skull. 3 skull. They're gonna come to life and... Yeah, they sure are. Okay, so you hate ice. Can I hit you? Something happened. You're silenced. That's terrible. It seems an awful lot like the answer is no. What do you think of fire? I'm silenced, so I can't do anything about that. So, like, how do I deal with you? Frost bombs do deal damage. I killed one. Lightning did deal damage. Poison, I would like to know. Can I just, like, force field you with poison? You don't appear to breathe. Also, I can't see. Got silence and one type of blindness. Jonrak is pretty well immune to these things, which is great. How will I... Elixir of Energy, Crystal Flower, 2 Grim Caps. Okay, cool. So yeah, I gotta learn to deal with these. So we're gonna force field and stuff. That's not going to be enough. Oh, I was heading home to check if I had an ice sword for Kagan to use on you. Then I noticed it was day 2, which means I should be making a sacrifice here. There we go. Don't want to miss any of those. Joyce. I might run out of space in this note. Well, if I do, I'll start a new one. I've done that before. They have a lot of space, but not infinite. Right, this shelf is what I wanted to look at. Got an extra longsword there. I have a lightning blade. A fire blade. Nothing for ice. Runestone. Amulet. Okay. Sure, whatever. Copper bracer? What's that? Resist shock minus 20. Critical chance plus 3. Okay. If I want to make a critical build, I can do it with that. Okay, right, so alchemy, enchanting notes here. You're carrying too much, so do this. Task list, that's fine as it is. That can go in here, actually. Okay, so inventory management, etc. We'll check it out. This new little place that opened when I repaired all my stuff is right where I put my stuff to sell, so this is my sell shelf now. Alright, so inventory's been managed. You need to be fed. Sure, have that. And I got some weapons that I'll try out on those things and see if they do any better. I'll cast Falcon Wings beforehand. I'll force field one. Part of my problem is I get silenced, and I don't know what I can do about that. Is there a silence curing spell that I've ever known about? I feel like I've seen one. Maybe... No, I bought all those things already. Nobody, like, already knows that, do they? I don't know what it would be called. So, there was a repository of druid spells here. There's a repository of sacred spells here. I don't know where the repository of arcane spells is, if there is one. Four Graces, that's right. Do I have it in here? Jump, lightning bolt. Lightning bolt, already got that. Don't buy one. Mass shield, mass heal, heroism, light. Nope. Unless it's one of these. Haste, invisibility, meteor storm. Nope. I don't think you'll be learning meteor storm. It seems unlikely. Sacred scrolls. Well, I didn't note it. So yeah, I don't have a spell that would restore my voice. I have these things, so maybe that's the thing to use. But maybe the thing to do is just not get hit by that. Okay, so how was that? I climbed down this next pit here. And then I encounter nasty skulls, okay? So, let's figure out how to deal with this. Falcon wings. You do presumably magic damage. I'm going to equip you with a lightning blade. They hate ice, so they might not care too much about fire. You're going to force field. That'll be your single job. Does this have a special? Oh, you can do lightning bolt. Okay, but I don't have somebody with both light weapons and air magic. Yeah, I do. Right here. So you could use it. Okay, so if I need to lightning bolt, that's one way to do it. Great. So, move while Falcon Wings is still active. Can't use. Okay, so, miss. How do I deal with you? It is a mystery to me. You got me. I'm not silenced yet. Probably about to be. Now I am. Can I ever hit you? Like, can I ever hit you in any way? Seems like it's magic only. I don't think anything that's not magic can hit you. And you silence me. Well, magic and bombs. But bombs only barely. Lightning bombs are actually okay. Lightning bombs are actually okay, alright? This just seems like a near impossible task, but I have another idea for something that could maybe help. I'll pull a couple of those out. Yeah, these would not help. I guess maybe ethereal weapons could help, but these are clearly corporeal, they're just small and dodgy. And only, I should read the description of silence. I don't suppose I could, like, drink a potion to get rid of it or something. Over in Necropolis, I just gotta deal with one of those at a time, but it's in a tiny enclosed space where I can't dodge. Here I have some chance to, force field and stuff. Okay, so I'll throw this, cast that. None of that worked. All of that was bad, and I'll throw some of these, and maybe even one of these. And then hope that that dies. It did. Okay, force field you, because the other one is... you didn't get force fielded. Okay. If I can control the numbers just right, this might be doable. Well, I'm trapped here with you now. So kill quick or something? Okay, could be worse. My Zorbo's not silenced. Kagan is, but that's okay. That's the one who doesn't matter. Okay, I think I might have won this now. If I'm careful about it, I can clean this up. So be careful. Okay, I accept that. Silence, cannot cast spells. Okay. Does it last forever? So yeah, I just got lucky that Zarbo didn't get silenced that time. I'll take luck. That's fine. Can I do something here? Yes! Check it. Okay. This looks like a clue. Snake, mummy, crowern. Those all have figurines, don't they? I believe they... I'm not so sure about the snake. Actually, the mummy would... I guess Ice Guardian would be the equivalent there. Well, this didn't get used up. I think I needed to wait to throw it because the skull was over top of the altar. Elixir of Energy. Crystal Flower, 2 Grim Caps. Okay. Where am I going? Here. Alright, well, I'll take my remains back. But there's clearly something going on there. Okay, nice. I should be checking these walls just so I don't have to come back and do it again later. I don't think I looked at this one. There's nothing. Okay. Yeah, so what up with you? This is the key to something. I don't know if I put each figurine on that table if I can get a hold of them, or like if that's a key for elsewhere, but I will keep it in mind. Okay, I don't yet have actually passage back, necessarily. I need to do some stuff. Well, I'm gonna save. So first of all, what are you? Unknown. Possibly a reset of some sort. Okay. Okay. So yes, I can get out. You are still silenced. That's fine for you. That doesn't actually do anything as far as you're concerned. Before I go anywhere, I should try unlocking that door. Wasn't there a... There was something I didn't explore here. I suppose any of these will explode. Do I even still have a bow on me? I do. I never fire this thing pretty much, except in this specific situation. Oops. And once again, as always, I'm not rewarded for it. Well, I didn't avoid a punishment by it. Crystal Flower, nice! Got 21 of those. Good stuff. I think I need Alchemy 5 to do most of the interesting things with them, and someday maybe I'll have that. And by then, my stock of Crystal Flowers will be pretty good. Alright, that seemed worth an iron key. So let's check over at this place. I'll go back above when I'm ready. Alright, so this is the kitchen. There are, like, ways across. Hi, you. You mean. I don't like you. Is there a zone down here? Yes! Maybe that's the Tomb of Oran. Maybe Oran's the Emperor. Okay, I'm gonna put a rock here. In fact, let's experiment with something. The fact that there's a skull in there is probably meaningful. I want to see if this pressure plate might be a momentary open of that trapdoor. And this will tell me. It's awfully far away, but it doesn't mean it couldn't be connected. That is not what it did. Okay. This... Oh, that goes down to the same level still, because I can see on the map the way I'm facing. There's no wall drawn there, therefore somewhere below this hallway goes. I wonder how much of that mapping is automatic and how much the author of the map has to say, like, don't draw a wall here, actually draw this as a hallway. Where am I? I'm here, I'm exploring this hallway, that's right. Okay, yeah, so, stuff I didn't look at here. I'm gonna guess you'll probably shoot at me when I do this, and you know what, I'll take precautions. With lightning, alright, does this weigh down? Not with that. Okay, so... Ooh! Oh-ho! Cool. While my precaution holds, okay, I don't know if that kept me safe, but one way or another I was safe. Or maybe because I took the battery out it can't lightning anymore. That does not lightning. Maybe I could put that back in and get it back out with the battery? If that's necessary for some reason. Ammunition! Okay. I'm gonna do this the safe way. Gonna keep doing this the safe way. That was not safe. Hey, check it out! Finally, I actually disarmed a trap that I would have fallen into. Only took like 20 tries. But I did it. It happened. Alright. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone take out one of those box clusters in one shot. I'm assuming they will not, and so far that has been true. Alright, yes, this is indeed ammunition. Got a whole box of torches somewhere. I'm not gonna take that one with me. Okay, you are... Armory. Sounds good. Can I brass you? Yes. Alright, this one I can't do safely. Okay, so I got iced. That's fine. Had a frost bomb in it. Cool. Those are good. Nice. Oh! Upgrade! Check it out, and it has knockback. Interesting. A powerful hammer you always thought was merely a myth. It looks almost too massive for a human to use. Well, good thing you're not a human. Mage potion. Okay. Do I own a crossbow? I might. I doubt I have anybody who can use one. Those are out of balance. I'm gonna do... Really, I should do this, is what should happen. Little one is probably adequate for you. For now, at least. Let's do this. That'll feel better, I think. And these are for, like, injury fixing if I really need. Okay, cool. So that was those goodies, and another nice bonus was the battery here. So is this deactivated? Yes. Cool. Do you accept thingies? It appears you do not. Okay. I remember to try at least. So up above, let's do this. I will clear the way to the next pressure plate, then probably be satisfied with what I've done. Bread, I'm never going to eat that in the middle of combat, and it barely heals anyway, so stop pretending that's valuable, save it up. Alright, you still have a cheesecake waiting for you. I'm going to the stairs. Now, something said something about how I had to make all 7 sacrifices up on the surface and then the way to where he sleeps was the Oracle. Where was the Oracle? Dragon's Quest. 7 days, 7 sacrifices. The words are what, the number is when. The reward is where he sleeps. Okay, that was a little less verbose than I thought, but it's something. Also, what day is it? I need to keep a close eye on this. It is 1 hour after midnight, day 3. So day 3 I have... I'm thinking skull. And I am looking forward to testing this, and maybe being wrong. I'm not looking forward to that, actually. I'm looking forward to being right. Do you take a skull? Yes, you do. Great. Cool. And so I can sell this now. But don't sell this, otherwise you'll never solve that puzzle. I'm not super sure about my day 4. Well, I have 2 decent options. Here, I'll set one aside in case I somehow want to use 85 etherweed between now and then. You never know. I am very sure about this. This one bothers me. I've come up with nothing that could be, so that might be when I have to just empty my entire inventory onto that thing to figure out what might be a royal treat. Royal treat. I'm thinking about it now. Popular among ratlings. Old monastic recipes. Would an emperor be considered royalty? Fresh blood for the emperor? Maybe any of those 4 foods that are cooked there? That's plausible. Okay, anyway, I'm going here. I want to try out this mall. So knockback is a cool thing in theory, but I rarely find a way to use it productively. But maybe now I'll manage. At the very least, I'll definitely keep the item around for the... Okay, there was actually nothing to fight here or anything. Okay, but there's going to be lots to fight down here, as there always is. Okay, so making my way around the circle. This... Well, presumably there are 3 more after this, for a total of 7, right? That would match the pattern. Alright, see you next time to go down here.